today I want to talk to you about your mental health, okay? We really need to address this because I have so many women coming in full of anxiety, full of tummy ache, and it's because we're carrying the world on our shoulders, all right? And we really need to stop. Ladies, you need to stop and you need to rethink what you think. So we have complete control over what we think. Okay, so what am I going to allow you to think about? Right. We have this thing that we call your circle of influence, all right? There's this little circle of influence that you have, this bubble around you that you personally have control over. So we get anxiety and that feeling of being out of control. It's normally things that are beyond our control. All right, so we need to put you back in control, all right, and it's because there are things in this world that we cannot influence, we can have no control over, and those are generally the ones that are creating the anxiety, all right? So I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to write down a circle, your circle of influence, and those are the things that I'm going to allow you to think about, because these are the things that you have complete control over, and they will uplift you. All right, you'll have a checklist every day. You've done. I'm in control. I can smile. So if you're going to wait for all the areas that you have no control over and the areas that you do have control over to all line up and be perfect little ducks in a row, and that's going to be your happiness, well, that day's never going to come. So you're never ever going to be stress-free, okay? You're never ever going to be feeling happy and in joy. So we've got to stop this now, and we've got to put you back in control. So what you have, your circle of influence is what you have control over, and that is your home. So you can be in control of the cleaning, the washing, the cooking, the buying of the food, all those things you're in control over, all right? I'm assuming you are. And then if you've got children at home, and maybe they're still at school, then you have a certain amount of influence on them in making sure they get to their activities on time and that they are doing their homework, all those things. Those things you have a certain amount of control over, all right? So those will be your checklists. Yes, done. I can do that. I can deal with that. I can be in control of those things. And then, of course, it's you personally. So you must have your emotional tank full in order for you to be a rock for your family. And I know they say the man is the head of the household, but the woman is the neck, okay? And I don't say that lightly. It's a very important role, okay? So we're guiding everybody in their direction, making sure that we are their personal assistants, okay? So we can help them and guide them, but we need to take care of our own health first. So we need to be knowing that we are taking care of our mental health, which is what I'm helping you with here. And then your exercise, you need to be exercising because that makes you feel strong for the rest of the day. So get that in first, early. Immediately the endorphins are pumping and you're feeling better. You're feeling stronger. You're feeling as though you're in control. And then you need to be watching what you eat, so that, because the thing that makes us the most miserable is when we go to put on our clothes and they don't fit properly. Okay, so if you're needing help with that, let me know, but you need to be in control of what you're eating so that you have the waistline, so that you look forward to putting your clothes on. And that's talking about wardrobe, and that's another story, but yes, I'm there to help when you want to reach out. Another thing that you have control over is your work to a certain degree, okay? So you know what it is that you do, your occupation, what you have to do, the things that you personally have to make sure are done, you do, check, your stomach's at rest, okay? So this is your circle of influence. And there may be a few other things, but you know what they are and you can add them there, that you personally are responsible for. But then on the outside of your circle of influence is another circle, and that's the ones that you have no control over. So you can oversee, you can guide, you can give advice, but you are not personally responsible for the outcome, okay? And this can be whatever your partner decides to do, your partner husband decides to do after hours, or when he's at work, or things that you cannot control. So you can only be in control of what he's eating when he's at home. You can be in control of making sure his washing's done, the house is clean, whatever, but you cannot be in control of his behavior. All right, that goes in the outside circle. All right, the same goes with your children. You can make sure that they get to where they need to be on time, but what they do when they get there is beyond your control. You're not even there to see what they're doing, all right? So you need to put that in another category, all right? Now, these are things that are going to have boxes with lids. So husband has a box with a lid. Children, each child has a box with a lid. So you know what you can personally be responsible to make their lives more comfortable. But what they actually do with the rest of their day, lid goes on. You cannot be held responsible for that, okay? And the same goes for your boss, colleagues, extended family, any other things in your world, communities that you belong to, charities you're involved with, meetings that you attend. Anything that you're responsible for, you do tick the box, smiling, okay? Anything that anyone else is responsible for goes into a box with a lid, because you cannot be held responsible for the outcome. What I'm trying to say is you can't take it personally what those outcomes are, good or bad, all right? Because if you're going to base your happiness on every single one of those boxes always doing the outcome being what you personally want them to be, it's never going to happen. And that's how you end up with the anxiety and the stress, okay? And we need to stop, okay? Please listen to me. I want you to focus on your circle of influence. You've done your deed, you've done them right for the day. You go and tick your boxes. When you wake up in the morning, you know what lies ahead for you personally, and that's what you're going to focus on. Now, yes, that it does include your family and your boss and your colleagues and whatever, but that's just your personal responsibility to them. What they actually do, their behaviors, is beyond your control. All right. And so that's where you're going to then put the lids on, and that's not what you're going to be thinking about. All right. That's the lids. This is what you're thinking about. This is what you focus on. That outcome is going to be you're responsible for. And that's where I'll allow you to have a certain amount of stress over. But if you've got your day organized and you know exactly what's required from you, and you allow them in time allocated to get it done, you're going to be fine. You're going to be smiling by the end of the day. But this lot, it's a whole other issue. And that's why you're ending up with anxiety and stress. Okay. And I know you agree with me, because you're going to think about it now and you're going to realize, oh, that goes into my outside circle of influence. Outside. This is the one I need to focus on. Okay. But most of all, at this time of the year especially, please focus on joy. It's Christmas time. Try and make these people's lives more joyful by adding that to your circle of influence. You can, as I said to my clients, go and focus on beautiful presents, focus on beautiful food, whatever it is that you know is going to bring these people joy, but you cannot be held responsible for their behaviors. I hope that helps. Have a lovely rest of your day.